Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
Yes, some of the angels have gone mad, but I will put them down.
Good.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
Cormac, he leads the Order. Do you not see?
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you. Those who perished without embrace...
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages are long dead. No one alive today would be seeking you or your sisters.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
Oh, right. Because a mob of angry women is coming for you.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
If Westmarch is overrun, you'll die on the way to Kingsport. That won't help your brother.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Something's not right.
Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
Victory!
Make your peace quickly.
again, and... he's...
I am sorry, my friend.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
This is not your fault. Your brother was dead before we even came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
I am so sorry, Lyndon, but we must go. Take the dagger with you.
Lyndon, I grieve for you.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
You are ready to put a stop to the Order's madness.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
I will be right here by your side.
This is one of ours.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Azmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about. Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
They will believe you. I know it.
You can only carry so much on the Crusade. I need to go back. Lyndon, don't blame yourself.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you are letting your grief consume you.
And I suppose the mightiest hero in all the land knows just how to help, eh? No. No, this is something you can't understand. They will run when they see us.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order. As if I was not a true Templar.
They could beat your mind into submission, but never your heart. So what will you do with your life now? What will you believe in?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
I don't feel like talking right now.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
Ask you about Deckard Cain.
He certainly enjoyed the sound of his own voice. But no one could tell a story like Deckard. I miss him. But good men and women die fighting for their cause every day. All we can do is carry on.
And you just forget about them?
Oh, I never forget. But standing around talking about them doesn't honor their memory, does it?
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I did what was necessary.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
That does not concern me. The prime evil is gone, and that's what matters.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Ah, you felt a call to do something else.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Good job of it, holding off the Reapers this long.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us.
And their sacrifice won't be in vain, friend.
You stopped their assault for now. Perhaps there is hope.
Did you send for reinforcements? Surely you have garrisons in outlying towns.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I hadn't heard. This is much larger than I knew.
Kingsport is one of those outlying towns. My brother.
The Soul Stone. Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Soul Stone in some way.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
To stop him, we must know what he'll do next. And that requires understanding his plan.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Urzael. It is time for him to die. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Tell me about Urzael.
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Why did Malthael spare you in the Tomb of Rakis?
I I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
And the rest of us are? Mankind has no quarrel with angels.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Still hurts, eh?
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
You get used to it or you die. Either way, it's not a problem. Why does Malthael want the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
He must believe he can do something with it. Why take the Black Soul Stone from heaven? Why not simply destroy it?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
And if we get it back from Malthael, what then?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
What can you tell me about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
I noticed. What else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My future is known. Travel the world, redeem the Zakarum faith, live as a Crusader, and die as one.
That's not a future. It's a punishment. You should stop to enjoy the wine. Find a good woman, perhaps. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
I left home and family for a great cause as well. I understand your sacrifice.
It was no sacrifice. We Vetchin often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
most noble houses in Westmarch kept massive hunting codes on their ground. Though docile enough in life, they've become terrors in the hands of the Regents. Now these beasts lead the packs of smaller dogs as they chase down the citizens of Westmarch. They never want to record what they do to corpses.
By the way, if any of the guards ask you my name, you don't know it.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
And that would be you?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power. A small price to pay.
You betray your king, while the people of Westmarch are massacred in the streets. You are not worthy of the throne.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day!
Oh, got it already.
To realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
Again!
Light be down.
I recognize someone back there. One of the bodies.
Who was it?
A baker. His bread was awful, but he'd always share it with the poor.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
Time for words has passed.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Speak again, Maltheo.